Welcome to this explainer. Let's just jump right in, shall we? Today, we're exploring how artificial intelligence is literally splitting our reality down the middle into this fascinating dichotomy of workplace disruption on one side and absolutely groundbreaking scientific discovery on the other. We hear so much noise about AI lately, but when you really dig into the data and the latest reports, a very clear dual narrative pops up. We're facing unprecedented shifts in how we work, but at the exact same time, we're standing on the edge of scientific leaps that were, frankly, unimaginable just a few years ago.
To help us wrap our heads around all this, here is our agenda. We'll be mapping out AI's impact across 5 key areas: AI and the job market, algorithmic bias and fake media, AI discovers new materials, decoding the ancient past, and finally, enhancement over replacement.
All right, let's start with Section 1, AI and the job market, specifically looking at tasks versus jobs.
Now get this. The sheer scale of this shift is staggering. Up to a third of UK jobs could be subject to some form of automation over the next 20 years. A third! That obviously forces us to seriously rethink the future of the economy. But as we look at this data, the critical nuance, the thing you really need to take away here, is distinguishing between entire jobs disappearing and just the tedious tasks within those jobs being automated away. And look, we're not just talking about manual labor anymore. Generative AI is aimed squarely at high-flying professionals. We're talking management consultants, financial managers, accountants, psychologists, and lawyers. These are roles defined by high-level qualifications, right? But those fancy degrees won't necessarily shield anyone from AI. These generative models are just remarkably adept at processing vast amounts of information, which is exactly what these white-collar roles rely on every single day.
So this brings up a massive debate highlighted in our sources. If all this wealth is generated by AI systems while human workers are displaced, how do we handle the economic fallout? Well, some folks argue for a specific tax on AI technology companies to compensate displaced workers. Others say, hey, let's look at existing frameworks, like those in Nordic economies, where higher tax policies are used specifically to retrain and re-educate the workforce for new realities. It's a complex policy crossroads, and there are certainly no easy answers.
Moving right along to Section 2, algorithmic bias and fake media, the flaws in the system.
The economic disruption is one thing, but we also have to look at the deep flaws AI brings to the surface. Take proxy discrimination, for example. Our sources show that hiring algorithms can unfairly screen out candidates through subtle, non-obvious clues. Even if an employer explicitly programs the AI to be gender neutral and to ignore resume gaps for things like maternity leave, the AI can still figure out a candidate's gender through other patterns. It completely lacks that basic human nuance an HR manager would have.
And actually, it gets even weirder when we look at the media we consume. Sports Illustrated was actually busted for using AI to fabricate entirely fake writers. To cut costs, they flooded their site with non-existent personalities. They gave these AI avatars fake names, fake headshots, fake biographies, and even made-up hobbies. I mean, it's a wild example of how the drive for pure efficiency can lead to the absolute fabrication of human identity.
So balancing all these anxieties, job losses, algorithmic bias, entirely fake media, we really have to ask ourselves, is AI just about replacement and fabrication? Or is this technology actually the key to unprecedented innovation? Well, let's pivot, because the other side of this coin is absolutely thrilling.
Which brings us to the core focus of this explainer. Section 3, AI discovers new materials. This is where things get truly mind-blowing. Google DeepMind has released a publicly available tool called Genome. That stands for Graph Networks for Materials Exploration. Think of a graph network like a massive, intricate web where AI maps out the relationships and bonds between different atoms as interconnected nodes. We are no longer just asking AI to write our emails, we are deploying these deep networks to fundamentally reimagine physical material science. Instead of the traditional trial and error, GNM uses deep graph neural networks to predict the stability of completely new crystal structures. It dives down into the microscopic level to make novel connections between atoms, filtering out unstable combinations and identifying viable materials at a speed and scale that the human mind simply cannot match. It's taking the painfully slow process of traditional chemistry and just supercharging it. To put that into perspective, are you ready for this number? Researchers have already used this AI to look at 2 million new materials. 2 million! The sheer volume of scientific exploration happening right now is literally unprecedented in human history. And to really grasp why this matters, contrast this with the human struggle.
Developing a single breakthrough material, like graphene or the lithium batteries in our phones, traditionally took 10 to 20 years of grueling, wildly expensive lab work. Genome, on the other hand, provides these atomic blueprints near instantly, completely slashing the time to market.
And the so what here is massive. These microscopic discoveries directly translate to our macroscopic world. By accelerating material discovery, this AI promises to rapidly bring us vital green technologies, advanced semiconductors, and next-generation computer chips. These aren't just fun lab experiments. These are the actual physical building blocks for the climate solutions we desperately need today. It is a genuine game changer.
Okay, Section 4, Decoding the Ancient Past. Unlocking history. Because it's not just the future AI is building.
Let's compare two monumental translation efforts. Historically, it took the brilliant scholar Champollion years of absolute exhaustion, culminating in an actual nervous breakdown where he collapsed and needed days to recover, just to decipher the Rosetta Stone. Today, AI is set to tackle 1,005,000-year-old cuneiform tablets across 12 different languages, and it could potentially decipher all of them in a single year.
It's basically acting like Google Translate for the dawn of human civilization. But what's truly incredible is that it is so precise, it might even detect the subtle typos of individual ancient scribes based purely on their unique chiseling handwriting. I mean, it gives us this intimate, unprecedented glimpse into our ancient past.
Bringing it all together in Section 5, Enhancement over Replacement, the super-empowered worker.
When you look at all these incredible capabilities, it builds a massive argument for enhancement rather than purely replacement. If AI can handle the 80% of our daily tasks that are just tedious grinding, whether that's a junior lawyer reviewing 500 contracts or a scientist manually testing chemical compounds for a decade, we are completely freed up. We don't necessarily lose our jobs, we become super-empowered innovators. We get to skip the tiresome grinding and jump straight to the high-value creative work that only humans can do.
But I want to leave you with this final provocative thought from our sources. As we hurtle towards this hyper-efficient, automated reality, will we seamlessly adapt to it? Or, as we become completely surrounded by perfect algorithms and instant AI-generated solutions, will we eventually see a societal backlash? Might we actually crave real human beings, real senses of humor, and that beautiful, glorious human air that AI strips away? It's definitely something to chew on as we build tomorrow. Thanks for exploring this with me.